everybody, how you guys doing? Arrowverse here. Hope you're going to have an awesome day today. You hit that like and subscribe button and push that bell for notifications. Also, you get the scoop of my new upcoming videos coming real soon. I have a major, huge video right now to discuss to you guys, basically, about the main villain. Now, this is a theory slash plausibility, basically, and I'm going to tell you about this main villain and who he is and why he is coming, basically. So this main villain, basically, it's not the Reverse Flash, don't worry. I believe in season 8 basically the Reverse Flash will make different appearances possibly throughout season 9. So he is not going to be a main villain because we've already seen him multiple times. Godspeed's story is obviously over, but we may see one little scene with him in it. Basically, let's sum this up. So the Reverse Flash finally took down August Hart. Now August Hart is down for the count, basically. And Christian Kramer, she has meta powers, which means she could easily take him back to Iron Heights for life. So we might get a little scene out of that. So I've been putting these pieces together closely and perfectly. And so I read in the script, CW script, basically the last main villain was supposed to be a very tough villain, the hardest one. I realized that it had to be Eddie Cold-Blooded Blue. Now let me tell you why. This is a family friend and a friendly face. We all know this, okay? Now I'm telling you from this perspective. Just think about this. So when Eddie comes back, Cold-Blooded Blue, memories will start to come back, emotions. He was Joe's partner for a very long time. Joe and Eddie grew attached close to each other, and they became slightly good friends. And not to mention about Iris and Eddie. Iris, basically her first love was Eddie, and the same thing goes for Eddie, basically. So just imagine your first love coming into your life once again, but you thought he was dead, basically. Not to mention that Barry and Eddie, their relationship was going so well. I mean, like, they're going to be nearly best friends. Debatable friends, close friends. But the thing is that the main character, the main villain in season 8 may be Red Death. Now Ian Setcher, he may be playing as this role Red Death because there's a poll going on around. It's probably why he's not even continue on his own TV show right now as we speak. Other than that, I'm going to tell you about Red Death and his persona and who he is, basically. I'm going to tell you guys straight up the facts. I did a video on this about Red Death, but I'm going to explain it to you guys a little bit more. Most of you probably didn't even see this video, so let me recap this for you. Red Death is one hell of a character, I could say. Basically, Red Death is the Flash most one of his greatest enemies, his greatest hits, basically. He is basically, he reminds me of Scorpion from Mortal Kombat X, because he does come from multi-universe, and also he comes from a universe that's also from hell, and he has some allies there. These allies inside this universe where the Speedster comes in. Now, he used to be Batman, and he had two partners, which were Robin. Now, there's a Speedster. I don't know what the Speedster was, whoever he was. That Speedster actually killed both of his Robins, basically his partners. He got so upset that he tracked them down, and he saw that Speedster run inside the Speed Force. And so he hopped in his Batmobile, chased after that Speedster, went inside the Speed Force, and along with the Speed Force, there's the negative Speed Force. So combine all of that together, the Speed Force, positive Speed Force, and negative Speed Force coursing through your veins, through your whole body, like a shock, basically. Something's bound to happen. It messed up with his sense of mentality, basically. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He was actually worse than any other Speedster. Well, I mean worse, he was actually a mad serial killer. Not even Gotham City Police stood in his way. They actually stood out of his way, because when they tried to take him down, he killed them all. Now, he had a hit list. His first list was Arkham Asylum, so he went straight to Arkham Asylum to kill anyone he could find, anyone with his new speedster's powers. His second objective was to go to Arkham City, and he did. He killed a lot of crime thugs, criminals there, and his last associates was the head crime bosses, basically. He killed all of them and wiped them out. He saved Joker for last because he wanted Joker to feel the pain and his agony and his distress of what he's been causing chaos in Gotham City. Gotham City is Batman's basically protective city that he owns, he belongs to, basically. And so Red Death, he used to be Batman, basically. He forsake the name Batman. He did not want the name Batman. So what do? Basically, just imagine this. Batman, the world's detective, greatest detective ever, mixed with the Reverse Flash's powers, but on a high singularity level, meaning that he's fast as Barry, basically. He may be even more faster than Barry, basically. So what he did with the Joker in the comic books, what it said, was very brutal and very gruesome, basically. He toyed around with the Joker back and forth, and basically, he also threw the Joker off a 3-story building and landed on a police officer's car as a warning. Now, he wanted to be the fastest man alive, just like we already heard from Zoom's little speech. Now that he's no longer Batman, he's a serial killer. The reason why he gave up the name Batman is because he broke his #1 code, his #1 rule we know, and that is not to kill anyone. Now that he's become Red Death, a serial killer speedster, one of the most hated speedster in the multiverse. He is the most hated one. He's hated more than Savitar, basically. Everyone hates Savitar, but he is the most deadliest one of them all, basically. That's what I could say. In the bloody comic books, I can't even remember, I can't fathom the name of the speedster that kills those Robins. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new, subscribe as always, and I'll see you all in the next video, of course.